Using private money to better your real estate portfolio. I just did it for the very first time. Got a check for $119,000. I plan to do this every single month, if not several times per month. I'm going to show you how I found it, the terms, and how you can do the same thing. Let's dive into it.
Welcome to the Smack Fest, the beat down. The SWAT team is here on another beautiful day of shutting the week down.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is William Dauria. This channel is about real estate investing for passive income. I show you how I did it so you can do the same thing. I own single family, multifamily, and commercial units. I left the 9-to-5 rat race for good at age 32 years old. Okay, so first off, what is private money lending and how can you benefit? Private money lending is non-bank financing. Like if I were to walk into Capital One, walk into Bank of America, walk into whatever, and I don't have a W-2, for instance, because I'm 1099 the rest of my life now, or I don't have a good DTI ratio for them, they are going to deny you. See, the big box banks, just in general, don't like to loan to investors, or at least over and over and over again. You might get 1 or 2 or 3 loans in and then they go, it makes it a lot harder, okay? Especially if you're 1099 guys such as myself. The reason I mention that again is because you will eventually be able to leave your job, be 1099, and you need to know what's coming. Because a lot of banks are going to tell you this: we need to see 2 years tax returns. So I took 2 years off. When I sold my business, I literally just took 2 years off because the bank said they needed 2 years tax returns so they could start funding me in real estate deals. I waited the 2 years. I said, here's all the documentation. And then they just came up with some crazy numbers that didn't make any sense on my DTI. And my net worth was like a third of what I can prove. And they just don't want to lend to investors, guys, okay? So private money is for people just like me. It's non-bank money. APRs can be all over the place, so you do have to shop the rates. There are scammers out there. I'm going to do another video on how to catch a private money, hard money scammer because I've caught several of them in my quest to find a good one. Also, we're also going to go over how you can replicate everything I'm doing, guys. So when you find a private money lender, all they care about is the deal. Let's say my cell phone is the house in question. I bought it for $100,000. It cash flows $1,000 a month. And this is what I want to do a cash out refinance on. Here you go. They are going to look at this deal only. They don't care about necessarily your income. They don't care about your tax returns. Matter of fact, they don't even ask for them. They just want, hey, what is this property standalone going to cash flow? Because we're about to put a loan on it, we want to make sure that the cash flow covers the loan. And as long as this cash flow on this house in question covers the new loan, we'll consider you. As long as your credit's decent too, because they do look at your credit. So if your credit's terrible for any real estate investment deals, unless you're paying cash forever, which I'm assuming you're not, you have to have good credit. In this case, the terms here started at 4.25%. That's super low. They closed me in just over 30 days. I ended up closing at about 5 1/8% because it was my very first loan with them. It was a cash out refinance. So I did a couple other things that kind of added up to a couple extra, well, an extra point, I should say. But it really came out to this, guys. I'm going to go over the numbers, all right? So my monthly payment is now $1,125. They gave me $120,000 for that. My income on this property is $1,400 per month and going up yearly. And I bought the property for $125,000, needing very, very minor rehab. So I basically have about $10,000 left in this property total of my own money. And then the rest of it was given back to me. And now I'm going to take this, and I'm actually in talks to buy a duplex now with this money, therefore creating a snowball effect with your cash. This private money lender I ended up finding actually does not upcharge on rates, okay? I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything, but I'm going to tell you that he only does Texas. If you're in Texas, shoot me an email and I'll send it to you. All other states, they have other private money and hard money lenders. Hard money, private money, it kind of can go hand in hand a little bit. Hard money is typically much shorter. Private money is typically can be much longer. It can be short as well, but the private money guys will go like to 30-year fix, and this was a 30-year fixed note. So the way you're going to find private money lenders is you're going to type in, let's say you live in, let's just say Dallas, Texas, okay? You're going to type in Dallas, Texas, private money 30-year, okay? And then you're going to see what you get, and you're going to get a lot of options. And then you're also going to type in Dallas, Texas, hard money 30-year, and then you're also going to see what other options you have. And also, this is how I shop them. It's when I found them, I would print them, right? And I would find another one, and then I'd print that. And then I'd find another one, and I'd print that. And then when I actually go to actually call these people, I'm going to show you a real life example here, okay? I actually call them, so you can, it's not so blurry. I don't know if you'll be able to read this, but if this is BB&T Bank, okay? I'm just currently talking with them right now. They were or weren't able to help me. I don't know. I'm not reading the notes. But whatever they do, I ask them, who do you know? And I write them down. And I write a note. And then I kind of piggyback from this person, this person, this person, until I get lenders that are sending me what's called rate sheets that I can actually go by. Because I was getting lenders that are sending me like 8.99% fixed for 30, which is insanity. And then I'm getting other people sending me like, 4 1/4. I'm getting other people sending me, 5 6s. And so I want to shop the rates because I'm looking for this, okay? I'm looking for somebody local. If you deal with somebody local that you can actually go by that has a physical location, you're much less likely to get scammed. And you might be wondering, because I've said this twice now, what kind of scams, and I'm going to go make a whole nother video on this, so be sure to subscribe, guys. What kind of scams are private money lenders doing to people, okay? And this is what I found. I'm going to show you how to spot them in a different video. This video will be too long, but this is what they're doing. They are getting upfront fees, okay? They're getting, hey, we need the appraisal fee, and we need a documentation fee, and maybe whatever up front, right? They're doing all this stuff. Oh, sorry, you were denied. Get it? So you just paid them $1,500, $2,500, sometimes more. They always will deny you for whatever reason because, well, it's a scam. And you just lost $2,500. Now, times 1,000 investors they do that to, you kind of see where they're going there, okay? So it looks legit, it sounds legit. They have an email, they have a phone, you can talk to them, they text, they do all this stuff, but it'll never go through. Or it sounds too good to be true, guys. If they're hitting you with, hey, we got a private money lender hitting you at 3.5%, blah, 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 or even a 3.9 or even a 4.2, guys. I mean, that stuff still gets scammed on. You need to be able to go on Google, not just look at the reviews, but you need to be able to dig deeper into them to figure out. And you can all do this in about 10 minutes if you've really narrowed it down to 1, 2, or 3. You can figure out who's legit, who's not, and I'll show you how to do that in a different video. So you might be asking, how can you benefit from this at all? Okay, and this is the massive benefit for investors such as myself, or for somebody new that doesn't have a lot of credit and wants to get into real estate investing, and their DTI is a little bit wonky because, well, they don't make a whole lot of money, okay, guys? Say you found a property in, let's just say, Ohio, okay? It's $50,000. You're going to go to a private money lender because you don't fit in the perfect box that the banks like to see, okay? They want 20% down. 20% down of $50,000 is $10,000, okay? So you're going to come up with $10,000. You can say, bam, here's $10,000, my 20% down. They're going to look at the deal. They're going to make sure it cash flows the new loan, and they are going to give you the loan. Here's the other great thing about this, guys, is they do not have, a lot of them don't, ask them, make sure you ask them, okay? Some do, some don't, have seasoning requirements. And you might be asking, so what's this mean? So if I bought a property now, I bought a $50,000 property, I put down my $10,000, as soon as we close, okay, I am getting it rented, putting a tenant in there and saying, here's my new application. I want to go ahead and do a cash out refinance on this new property I just did a little bit of rehab to, and they will send an appraiser out there. They will hopefully get it appraised for more since you got a good deal, because you're supposed to buy good deals, and all of a sudden they're giving you all or most of your money back, possibly the next month, because it takes about a month to do cash out refis now through private money guys, which is actually faster than banks. So you can go from putting your money in to getting it yanked out, or with a cash out refi, it really works if you buy the property in cash in full for the most part to get really majority of the benefit back. But if you were to put down a little bit of money, you would have a lot of equity in the property. At that point, it would make sense, okay? So basically what I'm trying to say is you can buy a property, you can get money back out of it immediately. There's no waiting period. Go right to the next property, do it again, right to the next property, do it again. And to think about it, guys, if you're only dealing with one property at a time and you go to a big bank, you have to wait 6 months per time that they'll do it, okay? And every time they want to do a cash out refi, it typically takes months to do it in a big bank. So you can't even get it done twice in 1 year. You see how the scalability of this is so funnelized? Funnelized, is that a word? Did I just make up a word? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Funnelized. It makes sense, but I have no idea if that's a word. I think it works though. So to sum it up, guys, private money and hard money lending for rental properties on a long-term 30-year fix can be a great option, guys, because your tenants are paying your debt. And as long as you can leave little to nothing in the property and you still cash flow, you can expand your portfolio indefinitely and get out of the rat race sooner than later. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys stuck all the way through, let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I like your video. I wish you'd touch more on this. I hate when you talked about this. Let me know what you guys think. Smash that like button if you got any value on it whatsoever, and I will see you on the next one.